Hello, it's Lucy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be giving you a tour of Plex, formerly known as Foster Walker Complex. It's the only dorm on campus that has a package center, convenience store, and 2 dining halls all inside. It also has a basement lounge with lots of game tables, and it only has singles, so if you're looking for a double or a triple or quad, this is not for you. Also, fun fact, it was the architect that designed it apparently also used to design prison complexes, so some people say that it resembles a prison, but you can judge for yourself. So let's get started. Here we are at the front of Plex. It's located mid to south campus, so I think it's actually a really great location because most of our dorms are either located on South Campus or North Campus. There really aren't any dorms that are right in the middle, so this is the closest that you can get. And as you can see, it says Foster Walker as you're walking in because that's what it's formerly known as, but everyone on campus just calls it Plex. So right as you walk in, you can see there is a dining hall on the left and the right side. Here is the directory. We are currently starting off at the first floor. So you can see that you are here, and those are the 2 dining halls. And then there is the basement where you have the package center, and here's just a map legend so you can see everything that it has to offer. So my friend graciously let me film this tour. So here we are going down to the basement. So when we first walked in, these doors were on the left. And so as we're going down, the first thing that you'll see is the package center. So if you live on South Campus, this is where you'll pick up any of your packages. So when I used to live in South Mid-Quads, I would have to walk to Plex to get my packages and then bring them back. So when I had heavy packages, this was kind of annoying. And so if you're already living in Plex, you can just head right downstairs, grab your package, and go back up to your dorm, which is super nice. I honestly don't know why more people want to live in Plex because I think that there are so many great amenities. And here you can see there are washer and dryer units. This is honestly amazing. Like, they have so many washers and dryers. When I lived in SMQ, we had like 3 washers and 3 dryers, and it was really hard to like ever find a time to do your laundry. So I think that this is honestly such a great setup. Over here, there's like a dance room or a yoga room. So apparently a lot of people like to do dance here. There's also a piano. So if you play piano, you can practice in there. Over here, there's a vending machine. And then this is the lounge. So as soon as you walk in, you can see there's like a ping pong table, there's a pool table, backgammon, I think that's what that's called. There's also a little mini kitchen in here. I think it's honestly really nice just having all of this in the basement. I know that there are a lot of events that are held down here. So I think sometimes people have baking events or they have game night events. So just a really great space to come and hang out with your friends. Going back out into the main area of the basement, there's some kind of like winding hallways. I'm glad that my friend came with me on this tour because I do not know the Plex layout that well because I have not lived here myself personally. But another really great feature about Plex is that they have an elevator, and this is so helpful when you're moving stuff in and out of your dorms. When I lived in SMQ, we did not have an elevator, so even just like doing my laundry every week, I had to drag my laundry bags up of 4 flights of stairs just to get to my dorm, and it was honestly a workout. Like, this elevator would have come so in handy when I was living in dorms. So this is actually something that I never thought about, but it's a good thing to consider when you're choosing which dorm is right for you. One thing to note is that you do need to swipe your wild card into the elevator so that you can go to different floors. Otherwise, it won't work. And I honestly think this is a good thing because it is kind of like a security measure just to make sure that, randos aren't just going to the elevators and getting access to the upper floors where people live. Now we're on the 4th floor of Plex. Here's a water bottle station where you can fill your water. And here's a view to the outside. It's kind of dreary out right now because it's winter quarter and I think it was raining that day. But as you can see, there are dorms on the left and right hand sides as we're walking down the hall. There's also bathrooms like every couple dorms, and these bathrooms are private in the sense that you walk in, you lock the door, and then you can do your business or shower. And I think that this is a really nice perk of living in Plex because when I lived in SMQ, we only had communal bathrooms. So they were shared, so you couldn't really lock the door. So yeah, and if the bathroom that is closest to your dorm is currently being used, then you can just head to another one. Here is an example of one of the bathrooms. It's pretty standard, it just comes with a toilet, sink, and shower, although the shower is not shown in the video. And then here's my friend's dorm room, which she graciously let me film. Each room comes with a twin XL bed, a wardrobe to store your clothes, and a desk to work at. They also came with these brown storage units, which you can place under your bed, and she also added some extra storage units. And as you can see, the wardrobe has a lot of storage space. And the view is one of her favorite parts of the room. It's really nice. And it also comes with controlled heating and cooling, which is super nice. Not all dorms have this, so that's definitely something to keep in mind when you're choosing your dorms. And then just a quick look at her setup. And I love the T-swizzle on the wall. Very cute. Here is a lounge around the corner. There are tons of lounges scattered throughout the dorms, so they're just a nice place to go and study or chill or hang out with friends if you're getting a little tired of being locked up in your room. But overall, I think that the size of the singles are pretty decent. I don't really hear a lot of complaints about it. I think that Plex is honestly a really great place to live because of the location, the amenities like the package center, the convenience store, the dining halls. Like when it's one of those cold days or one of those days you're sick and you just don't want to go out, you don't have to, which is honestly so nice. I know that Plex has kind of had a bad rep because people say it was modeled by a prison or because it was the COVID quarantine center back in 2020 because I think it's just because of the nature of the dorm only having singles. It just made sense for it to be the COVID quarantine center. But then I think it deterred a lot of people from wanting to live there the past couple years. But now that that is luckily far behind us, I think a lot of people are actually really liking and appreciating living at Plex. I don't know if it's necessarily considered a competitive dorm, but I think that it's definitely turned around to be more of a dorm that people like and want to go to. And I mean, having both the dining halls here is super nice. I won't actually go inside of them because I do have a separate video on all of the dining halls at Northwestern. But I will show you what the convenience store looks like. As you can see, there's lots of food, lots of snacks. I think there's a lot of like dorm essentials as well. And if you're living on campus, you can just use your dining dollars to buy anything you want here. You can also just use your regular cash or card. So yeah, I think it's really great. Also, if you step back outside, here are the basketball courts. So when it's nicer weather, you see a lot of people playing out here. And then I just wanted to give you a look at kind of what the different quads look like. So there are 4 quads, like I mentioned, and there's a center actually in the middle, so you can kind of get a look at all 4 quads and what they look like. And then outside there are tons of bicycle racks as well, which is super useful because a lot of students here use a bike on campus, so you can just lock your bike up right outside of the dorm and then head inside. I think that's a super nice perk. There's also a gym right across the street, so if you want to get a quick workout in, you can literally walk less than a block and you're already at the gym. So another great perk. That concludes my tour of Plex. If you're interested in Northwestern or applying to college in general, I have tons of videos with advice and tips on my channel, so go check them out. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like and comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!